What's that word, family? Hey, man, check this out.
A late night order from Taco Bell turned into a nightmare for one 17-year-old boy. Just after 1 a.m. last Thursday, Ring doorbell footage captures an Uber Eats driver dropping off food at the front doorstep, documenting the delivery, then driving off. According to surveillance timestamps, the teen waits nearly 2 minutes before picking up the food, but seconds after opening the door,
two gunmen, hoodies, masks, gloves, ran, pushed him in. One of them hit him with the back of a gun. They asked him if he was the only one at the house.
he was. His dad, Dr. Richie Barricats, was 10 minutes away at a friend's house and the rest of his family out of town.
If you fool me once, shame on you. But you fool me twice. You fool me once, you can't fool me again. That's in the words of our beloved ex-president George W. Bush, right, ladies and gentlemen? So, what do we have here, boy? I tell you, the fucking pot is calling the cattle black in this situation right here, ladies and gentlemen. I can smell a setup when I see one and I hear one, right? So let's get this right. As soon as the guy come out the house to grab the food, 2 minutes later, after the Uber driver left, just so happened he did that, right? These suburban kids, man. I almost thought these guys was black until I seen the way that they came up in the crib because they had hoodies on and stuff. I said, nah, man, these are some white suburban kids, man. Look at that house. It down there looks like a castle. They went in there for one thing and one thing only, ladies and gentlemen. They took mom's safe. But I'm starting to think that the doctor has something to do with it. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, let's just go back a little bit into the video, man. You can see as soon as the young man comes outside, bow, two guys was right there on side of the house. So I'm guessing the Uber driver must have knew it was one person in the house. And only two niggas needed to come and do the hit, right? So the Uber driver must have knew that it was only one person in the house. And he called his homies. And he said, hey, man, I'm going to be going to this house. Y'all can probably go around the sides. An Uber driver, he may have or he may not even been to that house before. That's one thing that they will have to investigate. Has that Uber driver been there before? Does that Uber driver know the young man? And what did that Uber driver do before and after? Now, this was nighttime. You ain't going to tell me that a motherfucker been working 4 or 5 hours, going to house. Nobody else shit got broke in. But, he makes it to this one particular house, and two guys are on side of the house before the customer comes out and grab the goddamn food. The reason why I think that the teenager was involved in it is because you can tell from the video that the guys who broke into the house were teenagers. And like I said, I thought they was black when I first saw the video. But then I looked at it, they handled themselves like white men. Then the guy screaming, ah, 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 ah. Oh, man, none of that added up to me, necessarily. But it didn't. So now we got the father only 10 minutes away at a friend's house. So the Uber driver must have knew all of that information as well, right? They stole the father's truck, $130,000 truck they stole. Burned it to a crisp. Didn't do a drive-by in it. Didn't do a hit in it. They just knew what was in the house, right? How the fuck did they know what was in the house? How did they know what mom's safe was? Did they carry the kid upstairs and say, tell us what a safe is? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this story at all. Why they didn't find other valuables, like another safe? Where's dad's safe? You know what I'm saying? What was underneath the bed? What did they do? Well, how was the house torn up? How did they tie up the other young man? Do we have footage of them leaving? And this guy has several cameras throughout the house. Police will find the suspects soon, right? I'm assuming they're going to find out that the father and the son had something to do with it because it was all for insurance purposes. It wasn't for the safe. None of that shit. They probably took, what, 10, 15,000. That's probably what he paid them, 10, 15,000 to go up in there. Maybe it's all the father. Maybe it had nothing to do with the son, right? Or maybe the son is one of those suburban kids that likes to listen to Chief Keef. But this seems like an insurance scam, ladies and gentlemen. Seems like an insurance scam. You take a truck, burn it up, don't do nothing with it. They didn't do a drive-by, try to sell that motherfucker, nothing. It's almost like they knew it had an Apple Air tag on it, right? Because they did. Their job was to take that stuff from the mind of a career criminal, let me tell you. Their job was to take that stuff, burn up that truck, and keep whatever else they wanted to keep. Now that's what's gonna fuck them up, man. Some of that shit got serial numbers on it that they probably took from that doctor's house. I can tell that this guy probably had lots of great Switzerland watches in his house, maybe, suits and ties, shoes, all that type of stuff. But they only left out with a small bag, a couple of small bags. And they expect me to believe that they know nothing. But I want y'all to do me a favor. I want you to tell me about how you feel about this whole entire situation in the comments section, man. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Can't fool me. I'm the gingerbread man, goddamn it. Can't fool me. I see what's going on. Either the doctor did it by himself or the son did it to the father. But burning up the truck, that was a clue. As my homeboy Scooby Doo would say, man. Hey, but tell me how y'all feel about this shit. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video. I'm going to be coming back with more videos just like this. Peace.